Hi, and welcome to Activity 1, Seek, Receive, and Communicate Information and Ideas. These are the three performance criteria we're covering here. Collect information associated with the achievement of work responsibilities from appropriate sources. Communicate ideas and information to diverse audiences in an appropriate and sensitive manner. And seek contributions from internal and external sources to develop and refine new ideas and approaches in accordance with organizational processes. When looking at the performance evidence, we're covering access and analyze information to achieve planned outcomes, adjust interpersonal style and communications to respond to cultural and social diversity, communicate ideas and information to diverse audiences. Our knowledge evidence, describe a range of methods and techniques for communicating information and ideas to a range of stakeholders. In terms of foundation skills, we're obviously reading, writing, and communicating orally when we're talking about communication. We're navigating the world of work by taking personal responsibility for adherence to explicit organizational policies. We're interacting with others when we select and use appropriate conventions and protocols when communicating, and when we adjust our style in response to a diverse range of individuals. And we're getting the work done by taking responsibility for planning, sequencing, and prioritizing tasks, and by using familiar digital technologies to communicate. So in order to contribute to an effective workplace relationship, you need to be able to communicate information. So firstly, what is information? To understand information, we must first understand data. Data is raw facts. If I told you 53, 47, 102, 63, 76, this would be pretty meaningless. This is data. Information is data that has been processed in some way to give it meaning. If I used the previous example and then told you this was the number of cars that pass through a certain intersection at a set time each day, then calculated the total that week and the average per day, this would be much more useful. It is important to note that not all information is necessarily useful, however. What types of information are there? This is just a small list. There are many more different types, but some of the information you might come across include archived, filed, and historical background data, electronic or manual transmission, individual and team performance data, marketing and customer-related data, organization policies and procedures, planning and organizational documents including the outcomes of continuous improvement and quality assurance, and written or verbal communications. Where can we get this from? Sources of information can include external sources, such as external customers, web-based resources and reports, or internal sources, such as supervisors, managers, and peers, organizational policies and procedures, and workplace documents. Two of the key points of this activity are to seek out the information and also to receive it. So not only do you need to go out and find the information that you need for your task, but you also need to be able to get it in a format that is useful to you, or otherwise manipulate it into the correct format. This could include spreadsheet and database processing, graphs, visualization software, and reports. Once you have processed the information, you then need to be able to communicate the ideas to a variety of people. The methods are many and can include things like graphs, visualization software, reports, conversations, meetings, memos, and emails. You also need to think about the people receiving the message and how they are likely to receive it. You'll need to potentially alter your delivery to ensure it is taken the right way and the person understands what you're trying to say. The type of message is the first thing you need to consider. Is it a positive, negative, or neutral message? It is obviously much easier to deliver a positive message than a negative one. Is it a simple message or a complex one? Complex messages should be simplified as much as possible without losing meaning. The audience also needs to be understood as well. Are there specific social needs? What type of person are they normally? Are they chilled out or stressed? Happy or angry? Tired or full of energy? Unfocused or really on the ball? Have they had a stressful day or dealing with something in their own lives? Deaths or illness, relationship troubles, problems at work. All of these things can affect the way a message is taken, and so you would need to take care to change your delivery method to ensure that the message is taken in the right way. Are there specific cultural needs? Are there cultural differences that need to be thought about, such as looking into someone's eyes versus averting them when someone is talking to you? Both are signs of respect in different cultures, and knowing the different cultures of a person will enable you to communicate in a way that suits them. Are there differences in education? Is the audience highly educated or not? Do they have any prior knowledge of the topic of the message or not? Do they know English to a high level or not? All of these things can affect the way you deliver this message as well. Are there disability concerns? Do you have to worry about color blindness or vision impairment? Things like blindness. Do you have to worry about hearing impairment? Are they able to hear the message effectively? What about mobility impairment? If you're going to deliver the message in a certain room, can the person actually get to that room?